year has passed, a year of the corona crisis, in which people had to choose whether or not to accept a vaccination or whether to reject a vaccination. These decisions that have led to divisions in relationships, in families, in societies. And I hope that the forthcoming year will become a year of reuniting again, to rebuild the trust in each other, to reconnect family bonds, bonds with friends that were damaged during the last year. And I hope that once this has done, we can look back together at this crisis as something that we have overwon together.
When I talk about connection as a deeper feeling, I go to another level. And I feel connected with all scientists, I'm a scientist, who have spoken out and who have added critical thoughts to the discussion. With those scientists, I really feel connected, and I wish there were more of them. I feel also very connected to those who have lost their jobs because they have chosen not to be vaccinated. These are important, dramatical events, and I really share your unrest about it and the deeper impact this has on your well-being. I also want to feel very connected to those who sit through family reunions and have to shut up or have to keep silent because they're outnumbered by a majority of people with very strong emotions. Also, that is what I recognize and I feel connected to. Lastly, I feel connected to all those that are sad about vaccinating younger people and children in particular, even your children or your grandchildren. I think with those people I feel most connected because it's one of the crimes against natural immunity that we are going to feel sorry for in the future. Now, to that I want to add a recommendation, and it's not to turn away from media, to turn away from other people, but maybe to look for other people, to look for new contacts, because without community, 2022 will be as unbearable as 2021. So please let us leave our houses and meet each other.
On the 13th of November in Antwerp, I came to a very important conclusion. Not only that the 6 of Headwind are not alone, but that everybody there in the audience felt that they were together, that they were not lonely in their own community with a lot of resistance, but that everyone who watches this documentary Headwind is in it together. So you know, if you watch Headwind, that you are with 1 million other people or even more.
The last 24 months we have been faced with stringent and often disproportionate measures curbing the corona pandemic. For more than a year now, we already seen massive amounts of peer-reviewed evidence that this is not the best way to handle the crisis. Although today we still see now with the changing of the year that a lot of governments with the Omicron virus are taking the same unnecessary and unsubstantiated measures like lockdowns and curfews. Knowing that Omicron has such a low mortality rate, and knowing on the other hand that Omicron infection for the vaccinated as well as for the non-vaccinated population leads to a huge immune response, even against the variants of concern, we should consider a focused protection. So releasing the virus now would be a solution to the forthcoming problems. If we don't do that today, I'm afraid that we will end up again in a vicious circle as we have been stuck in the last 2 years. So I would call upon the academics to step forward massively, but also you, the population, to come forward and state that this is not what we want as a humanity, that we need a different approach on the situation. So I don't only want to wish you a happy 2022, but also a healthy one one with hope, and certainly one of interconnection with all human beings around you, so that we can all together change the momentum we have now in the forthcoming weeks and probably the forthcoming months to change the global policy on the corona pandemic. Be intertwined, be interconnected, enjoy love, enjoy hope, and we'll get through this.
We are in the beginning of a new year, the year 2022. We have been in this corona crisis for about 2 years now, and maybe this is the perfect moment to wish you one and another. I wish you to be open-minded when talking with people who take a different perspective in this crisis and who have a different opinion. I believe that talking with people who have a different opinion is maybe even more important than connecting and talking to people who share the same opinion as we do. And I also wish you the courage and the strength to stick to your own opinion, to stick to your own convictions, even when confronted with the majority, even if you feel completely outnumbered, because that is what we should do. It is extremely important that the dissonant voice continues to speak out in times such as this. It is extremely important to make sure that we don't end up in a totalitarian state as the ones that existed in the past. I wish you all the best for the new year.
This is a message for everyone, young or old, vaccinated or not. What happened in the past, we cannot change it anymore, but we can draw lessons for the future. Ask your country what it can do for you. It can come with better measures based on good science. It should also show the impact of the measures on physical, mental and social health. Your country should also come with right, correct, full information. And finally, it should invest more in education, in health and in social cohesion. Of course, you can also ask what you can do for yourself and for others. Please spend less screen time, look less at mass media, eat healthily, exercise more, and especially respect each other, listen to each other, give each other the necessary kindness and warmth. This is a new year, it's a new chance, it's a new start. Let's take it with a cool head and a warm heart.
And I would like to take the opportunity to wish all of you a prosperous, peaceful and healthy new year. I'd like to put the emphasis on healthy because good physical and mental health are the key pillars of a healthy innate immune system. And a healthy innate immune system is our first and most important line of defense against not only SARS-CoV-2, but also a number of other infectious and even non-infectious immune-mediated diseases. So I hope to see all of you in good shape in next year and that you will enjoy the next edition of the Headwind documentary. See you then. Bye-bye.
Hello, Headwinds community. This is Dr. Robert Malone. I'm speaking to you from our farm here in Virginia, USA, on a couple of days after Christmas. I really thank you for your support and wish you the best of New Year's. I'm looking forward to meeting soon in Spain with the Headwinds team and Dr. Gert Vandenbosch to talk about his theories concerning the virus in evolution and immune response and all other aspects of the public health response to this crisis. I thank you so much for your support of myself and Headwinds and look forward to the opportunity to share our thoughts and observations with you in what I hope is going to be the best of New Year's.